We now welcome in our newest guest analyst, the 7'1" from Stanford University, 16-year NBA vet, Robin Lopez is joining us right here on NBA Today. And look at that jacket. He's already rocking a company man, already rocking Disney. Robin, welcome to the show. It is so good to have you here.
How you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
How you doing? Big Perk.
What's up? I was getting up about to wrestle with you a little bit, and I thought, no, I'm good.
That would bring back a lot of memories, wouldn't it?
Did y'all coordinate this? We got the Oklahoma City Thunder championship jacket, and then we have a Donald Duck jacket?
Yeah, there's a lot of coordination. You don't see all the hidden messages there?
Well, what do you say we start the show heading to your and my old stomping grounds? Why don't we go to the Pacific Northwest? That's where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the undefeated Thunder, they rolled right on into Portland here. We're going to pick this one up, Perk, in the second quarter. The Thunder up a ho-hum 20. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, signature little fadeaway.
Has the best mid-range game in the entire league. Sorry, Katie.
35 points, 9 rebounds. Nothing you can do. Drew Holiday, though, giving the Blazers some really good minutes, Bobby.
He has been terrific for the leadership, especially in the light of Chauncey Billups, the leadership on the court for this young Trailblazer team.
And then here come the Trailblazers, just like that. By the way, Denny Avdia, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists in this game. The Trailblazers leading the way, but the Thunder don't go away quietly here, Robin.
Oh, never. But you know what? This Blazers team, they've been sneaky throughout the beginning of the season. They got some good wins, the Lakers, the Nuggets, and perhaps.
Just when you think the Thunder's done, you can't quite be sure, but the Trailblazers hold on to get the win here. Joe's foot's on the line, so you'd only get 2 free throws anyway. The Blazers, they win 121-119. They give the Thunder their first loss of the season. Now, Oklahoma City, they take 20-point leads all the time, right? But they don't lose them very often. This was just their third blown 20-point lead in the last 3 seasons during a time in which they have taken a league-best 85 leads like that. So Oklahoma City's historic start to the season, it now includes a loss to the Trailblazers. But what have you seen from the Thunder here, Robin? Because you've been impressed by them.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost impressive in the way they kind of embrace the mundane. They go out there every night, and it's like clockwork for them. I watched the Clippers game the other night. Any few guesses why. But what I saw was the Clippers, they have some new additions. There was a little bit of confusion for them on the court on some plays with their rotations and stuff. But the Thunder, they knew exactly what they were going to do every single play, it felt like. There was confidence in that comfortability.
Well, I didn't expect them to go 82-0, okay?
You were talking, are they going to get off to 70-0 last night?
They might. But what I'm witnessing from the Thunder once is still the best team in the NBA, with the best player in the NBA, and their depth. They're deeper than the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean combined.
What about the Mariana Trench?
Yeah, that too. You can add that part too. Here's why I say that, right? Last night, I'm not making any excuses, but these are facts. No Luke Dortz, no Chet Holmgren, no J-Dub, and they still go in there and compete, knowing that every single night you're going as the champs, you're going to get everybody's best shot.
Right.
This little nugget as well. Give some people some history because they don't understand back-to-backs. They had a late start against the Clippers the night before at 8 o'clock. They probably got into Portland at 2 o'clock. The fact that they went in there and competed at that level and that depth is crazy. And SGA, Finals MVP, usage rate last year. He haven't missed a single game.
We do have a rule, though, on this show. We do like to get to the winners. And the Portland Trailblazers, they deserve some credit for the early goings of the season, Bobby.
They do. You know, they were a little bit criticized going out and getting Drew Holiday, especially a team that a lot of us probably weren't projected to compete for a play-in or for a playoff spot. But when you look at what Holiday's been able to do, and Shaedon Sharpe and Tumani Kamara, and they've now Donovan Clingan at center replacing DeAndre Ayton, it's a good story early on in the year, and they compete. They compete their tails off, and we saw that last night coming back from that 20-plus deficit.
The Trailblazers and Oklahoma City Thunder, one of 11 games on the slate last night, so let's catch you up on the action. First up, I feel like Robin has a good one of these. Detroit basketball. How'd I do?
Is that a thing now?
Yeah, we're bringing it
So
back.
old.
Cade Cunningham, 31 points, 10 assists. Jalen Duren, though, feeling 22 points, 22 rebounds in the Pistons win over the Jazz. So, Perk, how much you love watching this duo?
I love it. I mean, one of the best duos in the game. Cade Cunningham is a top 10 player, and Jalen Duren has emerged. He is one of the best bigs in the game. I call him a throwback big because he loved that glass and he loved hanging around that paint, finishing them with authority.
Hence the throwback chant for Detroit basketball.
I
All right,
appreciate
now
the
to
throwback.
Denver. That's where Nikola Jokic messed around and got his 5th triple-double of the season in the Nuggets win over the Heat. Robin, what was it like playing against the Joker?
I had some flashbacks last night. PTSD, let me tell you. I mean, he's so difficult because if you have to throw a small ball center out there, he's going to take you into the post. And what he'd do with a guy like me, take me to the elbow, take me to the three-point line, and all of a sudden, I'm guarding pick and roll, but I'm the guy being screened. I don't have any experience with that. Sometimes it's Yanni maybe, but otherwise, I'm throwing my hands up. I don't know what to do.
Now, Luka has now scored 200 points in 5 games this season, 40 a game. That's the 3rd most points in the first 5 games of a season in NBA history, behind only a pair of Wilt games. Whenever you're in Wilt company, you're doing all right here. Perk, what else is there to say about Luka's start to the season here?
Where you want me to start? Luka is home. Luka is finally home. The furniture's moved in. The dishes are up in the cabinets. He's real cozy, and you can relate to this as men. You know what I mean? He's finally being able to lay on the couch, rub his feet together, and pass gas in his house. Damn it, he's getting it in.
I didn't know that's the metaphor we were going with.
And look, yes, he's going to have the points, the assists, the rebound. We get that. Last night, I was expecting Wemby to be the best defensive player on the floor. That happened to be Luka. 5 steals, 2 blocks. Luka Doncic all over the place, making the impact. I'm saying, Luka is really out here, and he's playing with this type of force, and he's on a mission. And we talk about the revenge tour. Yes, that was a prime example last night, primetime action, going against an elite team in the West and in the league in the San Antonio Spurs.
What did you see, Robin?
I saw the Lakers. They've been comfortable, and that's what you were talking about. Last season, you could tell Luka wasn't comfortable.
Right.
And this season, they're playing, I like to call it's snow time. It feels like, it's not quite showtime, but they've got something going on the court. It's fun. There's energy.
And you're doing snow angels. That's the idea?
Absolutely, yes.
There you go. Well, you mentioned that you thought Wemby was going to be the best defensive player on the floor. Luka Doncic put on a clinic, really, on both ends here. Wemby, he did go for 19 points, 8 boards, just 1 block, which by Wemby standards, all amongst his lowest outputs in these categories this season. So let's take a listen together to Victor on his takeaway from this game.
Feels like the game is going fast somehow. Feels like the game has, as we got better as a team, and as all of us got better individually as well, it's like the opponents have stepped up in some ways defensively, and I feel in a way that the game feels fast right now. So we're gonna catch up on it, of course, but it's on us to see how quick.
I always appreciate how insightful Victor is right after games, right? And he was playing at an otherworldly pace to start the season. In the past 2 games, maybe he's come down to earth just a little bit. But again, this is all by Victor standards. So, Robin, when he talks about the speed of the game, can you tell us what that actually means when he says he feels like he's getting sped up?
I know that's something that he was talking about with Mitch Johnson at the beginning of the season. They were emphasizing.
There you go, you count.
And appreciate it, Craig. That's my vet. He's still a vet. And what he's talking about, he's got to take his time to survey the floor because he's going to have a whole lot of defenses thrown at him. And the Lakers are throwing, I think they had Marcus Smart, they had a bunch of little guys on him.
Right.
And what he needs to focus on is finding out where that help is coming from.
Right.
Because if he draws 2, he's got to get off of it.
So what does that actually look like on the floor? Let's take a look here together of what exactly that looks like. So, Robin, this is what you're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. Walk us through it.
Marcus Smart's there. He's trying to make him uncomfortable. And the second one, he catches it, you turn face. Young fella's pulled all the way over, and Keldon Johnson is wide open in the middle of the paint. But Wemby hasn't turned to face the basket.
Right.
And that's something I had to learn to do as a young big. Now, I was never at his usage rate, but just turn around, take a look, and survey the court. See how the defense is playing you.
And then what do you see here, Perk?
Well, one, look at the fight that Rui's putting up.
Yeah.
Okay, he forces him off the block. Look, this is part of being great. you're going to attract a whole lot of hands and bodies. So the trap is here. The next step is being able to make guys better. That pass is not it. Now, I will say this. This is what I expected, right? Teams are going to trap them. All great bigs have went through this and had to learn. De'Aaron Fox is going to help him in this category when he returns.
I'm very curious. What it seems to me is that when he's saying the game is sped up, doubles are coming at him faster, right? That's what it seems like he's saying.
And the worst thing in the world, and Big Robin will tell you this, is that we could battle with bigs up top all day. But when the guard's getting into your legs, that is a big man's worst nightmare. So again, it's about putting him in position of where he can't be doubled. You saw Michael Malone. He used to put Jokic at the free throw line. KD started going to the free throw line. So because it's hard to double at that angle, but you need a point guard out there on the floor.
Right.
Because Stephon Castle is young to help him and put him in those positions.
Just help him get a little bit more organized. Do you feel the same way? I would think that, when you got a smaller guy on you, just turn around and shoot over him. It's not that easy.
It's not something you're accustomed to. You're used to guarding a big guy, like Perk said, but when you get a guard, it makes you second guess yourself a little bit.
Here's what I know is going to happen, right? Because we know Victor, ultimate competitor here. What's going to happen next for Victor? He's going to study the film. He's going to obsess over how he can get better. That is what's going to happen next.